So recently, I finished my first playthrough of Hollow Knight, or, well, the first 110%. I'm currently still working on finishing Pantheon 3, 4, and eventually 5. Since I've been a speedrunner for almost 5 years now, I naturally wanted to watch a speedrun of the game, especially the 112% category, because I love longer completionist speedruns. So that's what I'm doing today. I've never really seen most of the speed tech and strategies in this game, so this will be my first reaction to most of it. This specific run is by Scruffy. I will link his channel in the description because he is a Hollow Knight speedrunning god. Please check him out. Also, if you want, make sure to subscribe to my channel since I'm planning on making more Hollow Knight content in the future. And or follow me on Twitch if you want to cheer me on for beating the last Pantheons and watch my first attempt at speedrunning this game myself eventually. But for now, let's watch the world record of Hollow Knight's most insane speedrun. 112% all Pantheon bosses. I think we just jump into it. This is the world record for 112% all Pantheon bosses by Scruffy. Let's go. The first thing I'm obviously noticing immediately is that the game is seemingly in Chinese, if I'm not mistaken, which is obviously a thing that you see in many speedruns, different languages saving different amounts of time. We also, it looks like, are on the most recent version of the game, all 4 DLCs obviously installed. I know any percent is being ran on a previous patch because, yeah, you can obviously run this on the any percent patch because in the any percent patch, there wasn't even... The DLC wasn't even there, so you couldn't even actually reach 112%. Alright, opening cutscene, obviously gonna be skipping that immediately, and it seems like the timer starts right after that opening cutscene. There's 2 timers on the screen right now. I think one of them is representative of real time, and one of them is representative of the in-game time without loads. So we're immediately going to the right, breaking these walls. And I'm actually already scared of the fact. I don't know if those enemies are being hit on purpose to get some soul. That's something I'm going to figure out later. Clean jumps to get over this gap. So when I replay this game, or when I learn the speedrun, I'm going to be suffering because playing this game, okay, luring that enemy over there to basically go for a little bit of a shortcut. Playing this game without all of the skills, again, is gonna be quite dreadful, but I'm better gonna get used to it. So basically luring that Vengefly over to do a little bit of a shortcut there first, minor trick, and then we're gonna be breaking the door to Hollow Nest. And then we immediately leave again. What? Okay, not sure why. Maybe that somehow sets your last checkpoint and Scruffy is going to be death warping after collecting this Geo. No, he is actually poking over here. And we can see that the first split is actually called Fury of the Fallen, which he will be collecting here. I don't know how much the run will use Fury of the Fallen. What this charm does, because this is obviously in Chinese, it makes you do, I think, 75% more damage. Maybe it's 50% more damage. I think it's actually 75 though. When you're on 1 HP, he's gonna be basically quitting out, reloading the files. I'm assuming he's gonna be back in Dirtmouth now. Yes, okay, so basically setting the checkpoint there to then collect the charm and then basically warp back to Dirtmouth to cut out that detour. Smart. Yeah, 75% more damage with Fury of the Fallen when you're on 1 HP. I don't know how much the speedrun is gonna be utilizing this. I know that stuff like Pantheon speedruns obviously use it to max it out. I don't know if this is too risky for a long run like this, but these players are built different. Now we're gonna be jumping down here, collecting some more Geo, killing that enemy, and looks like we're going to the big vertical room on the left right away. The second split on the run here is Vengeful Spirit. I think this was actually an unintentional mistake. I think Scruffy tried to basically just fall there, I think, and open the menu, because I do know that when you open the menu and you fall down, you do fall faster. And now he runs to the right into this little like S-pit arena. So I know there's this threads here that I've seen before. It's this one. It just looks so badass. You basically jump up to this little, I don't know, stone thing that falls from the sky and then hit it diagonally down to kill both S-pits. Actually, right away, one of the coolest threads. Pogoing over this, I don't think this is a worm. I think you have to be careful with the definition of what and what not is a worm in this game. And then he runs all the way to the right. So since the second split here is Vengeful Spirit, I'm assuming he's going to be headed straight towards the False Knight to then collect Vengeful Spirit. So from me having seen, I have seen some videos about any percent speedruns before. I've never seen a 112% speedrun, but I know that in any percent you actually don't kill the False Knight. Okay, so he is equipping Fury of the Fallen here right away. So it looks like it's going to be utilized quite a bit. Probably intentional damage there. I would assume that Scruffy is gonna go to 1 HP here to actually fight the False Knight. Yeah, taking another mask of damage here. Also did pay for the stack station. This is something I didn't mention, but yeah, 80% actually does not fight the False Knight completely. This is a fact that I was very surprised by, but actually after the first phase of fighting False Knight, you can jump to the left. The wall gets slightly broken, you can escape the arena. I'm assuming though, that here is going to take 1 more damage. Exactly, Fury of the Fallen is now active. Then he goes to the left and then he's immediately going to start wailing on False Knight. Also, what is going on with the menu? I'm not sure. The menu is just kind of on screen. That is a lot of damage. That literally looks like when I fight the False Knight now in like the Pantheons. And I use like Unbreakable Strength, Quick Slash and everything, and I guess this is just how powerful Fury of the Fallen is if you don't take damage. So yeah, looks like Scruffy is going to be defeating the boss. Anyway, we are going to the Shaman here to get our Vengeful Spirit, the first spell. I already know that spells are extremely powerful in speedrunning. I didn't use spells too much in my casual playthrough because I enjoyed using the nail a lot. It just was more fun for me, but I'm absolutely aware that Shaman Stone and spells, especially spells like the Abyss Shriek and the Desert Dive, are extremely powerful in speedrunning. Okay, I don't know. I guess he's just pre-hitting. Ah, okay, so Scruffy was just pre-hitting in case the mole, I don't know the official name of this enemy, would potentially spit out a small minion. Yeah, just I don't know if that's luck-based, if he got unlucky there or not, but he does pick up the second charm. But he did actually... Oh, so this is interesting. So he intentionally over-charmed so that he can take more damage, I'm assuming. So currently he's on 5 masks, so now he only needs to take... damage twice to get to 1 HP to activate Fury of the Fallen. Actually kind of a cool strat. And we're already in Greenpath. Oh, okay, so there's these little strategies they're using the Vengeful Spirits to basically push yourself up ledges. I've seen a Fireborn video about this a long time ago. So right there, it's not super useful yet, but later we're actually going to be skipping a pretty big amount of Greenpath. I think you might actually have to shoot 2 of them to make that strat work. And I'm assuming since... oh, actually the next split here is the Vengefly King, so... There is 2 fireballs to basically jump up to Hornet there right away, take a more direct path through the Kingdom of Greenpath. You don't need Zone for 112%. Okay, so I don't know if the speedrun is going to be doing this or not. By Grey Prince Zone... Oh, because all Pantheon bosses, right. Because the category is called all Pantheon bosses, you actually have to save Zod, and then he will appear in the Pantheons. And there's a Vengefly King. I'm pretty sure when you first fight the Vengefly King here, that was pretty quick. I remember that the boss name doesn't even pop up. Okay, well, that's for a reason, because he's already dead. But yeah, Vengefly King is done. And now we're going to be getting the Moth Wing Cloak. Anyway, there's Hornet. And I'm pretty sure Hornet is going to get bullied quite hard. So, Fury of the Fallen this time is not active. At least not yet. I don't know if that damage there was intentional. Bullying her pretty hard, basically tracking her jumps perfectly. Immediately now Fury of the Fallen is active for this last phase here. Hit, 3 hits. But like 4 hits during that nail attack plus 1 fireball. Yeah. Pretty quick. I know a lot of people had a little bit of issues with this boss fight. But there's the Moth Wing Cloak, our dash. Very useful ability. I'm actually interested to see if this run is going to be picking up the Dash Master charm later. Now we are in the Fungal Wastes. Oh, there's... Oh my god. Wait, what? I've never seen anyone do this with pogoing off the projectile. I thought you'd actually get hit by it. But I guess you don't. And this is obviously massive because it's a huge shortcut, basically skipping the entire early part of the Mantis village. And then immediately insane movement to the Mantis Claw. So now I think Scruffy just has to hit that switch and it can basically drop down if you wanted to. Okay, I remember traversing up here, so Mantis Lords not interesting yet. I'm assuming we're gonna be headed for... I mean, I don't have to assume because I can read the splits, but looks like Scruffy is headed towards the City of Tears, maybe to get the nail upgrade. And also, it looks like he's gonna be... Oh, okay, so... Looks like he's gonna be getting a little bit stronger first before he goes to the Mantis Lords. If I look at the splits here, it says Spell Twister, which helps you to cast more spells. And he isn't even hitting the switches here, obviously, because the switches are just if you... I was so scared going through this section. I was so glad whenever I could hit a switch there, but, you know, just play good, I guess. Very nice manipulation of the enemies there to traverse that section quicker. Don't remember what this item is. It is a Hollow Nest seal. Would you need all of the seals? I don't think so. I'm assuming this was just for money. Which he will immediately use. Actually, 450 is what they were worth. Oh, right. The Wanderer's Journal were the ones that were only worth 200. I confused the two, so that actually seems like a pretty worthwhile pickup. And then he is gonna be headed to the Soul Master fight. I actually forgot completely where you get the Desolate Dive. I think it's the Soul Master fight because he's using that ability himself. Yeah, exactly, right. Here's the Soul Master fight. I was not a fan of this. I'm very excited to see this fight. Fury of the Fallen is already active, so already back down to 1 HP. I thought I had some clever ideas when I fought this casually. Let's see how much Scruffy is gonna prove me wrong. 2 hits immediately. Vengeful Spirit. Wow, getting 2 hits there. So I was hitting the Soul Master quite like 3 times maybe when he was doing that spin attack, but he got like 6 hits in there. Basically hit dash. Ah, Jesus Christ. Absolutely abusing the Soul Master. Double Vengeful Spirit there. A triple one. Still a relatively long fight for only nail upgrade 1, but absolutely slaughtered him. This is only phase 1 though, phase 2 just about to happen. And then right, this is why this baits you so much. I died here in my casual playthrough because it looks like you get the ability and then you get trolled. Okay, getting 2 hits per Desolate Dive of the Soul Master in there. So he is probably not even gonna shoot any projectiles. Maybe like 1? Yeah, he didn't even shoot any single projectile. Basically died during his Desolate Dive phase. Then Scruffy heals back up. He's gonna get the Desolate Dive for real this time. Boom. Now this is gonna be very interesting for me because everybody in my casual playthrough just wouldn't shut up of how broken Desolate Dive is and how much I should be using it. I'm excited to see it. Obviously, Scruffy is gonna be using it to traverse through the game. It's needed for multiple different areas, like the Crystal Peak, where he is actually headed next. Oh my god, that movement looks incredible. Intentional damage there, just to not wait for the laser cycles. And the map, I guess, is not needed for completion. So it just seems like a waste of money. Unless it is in some way that I don't understand. There's a shopkeeper's key. Immediately picking it up. Yeah, no maps needed. Yeah, I only have 110% in my casual playthrough, but I'm very interested in speedrunning this game in the future. But thank you for the raid. Whoa, that was pretty cool. I guess he wall jumped off the side of that platform, and he's actually okay. So this was the Crystal Heart section. I wasn't sure if I remembered it correctly, but as you can see on the timer, this is the next part of the run. Also, only 2 seconds behind, 22 minutes into the run. These runs are so incredibly optimized. So now we encounter the Dreamers. I did this like 15 hours into the game. The speedrun has been playing for 24 minutes. And there's a Dream Nail. Yeah, so the Pantheon 5 is needed. There's the Grass Mother, by the way. What? Okay, so I guess Desolate Dive... I mean, like, Descending Dark is just turbo broken for this fight if you still have 1 nail upgrade. Like, I literally couldn't even wake up. So the reason that Pantheon 5 is required for this run is because it's all Pantheon bosses. And you need to fight... Well, you want to fight... Absolute Radiance because it's a unique Pantheon boss. So I don't know if Fury of the Fallen is going to come back later into the run, or if it was basically just used as an early game damage amplifier. It seems very, very powerful. I would be very surprised if this run does the Pantheons for Fury of the Fallen though. That seems way too risky, but I don't know. So next up is Fluke Nest. So I'm assuming after getting this grub and another mask shard, Scruffy's gonna jump down into the Waterways. Also, I'm sorry already for the absolutely amazing audio here in this place. Just damage boosting through all of those. Flukes, I think they're probably just called. Wow. The nail hitbox there being quite a bit bigger than it looked like. And that's right. That's where the fluke mom? I forgot the exact name of this. Double pogo, double shades. What the hell? He's literally just climbing on the boss, absolutely DPS checking it to the ground. Boom. That was disgusting. Flukeness acquired. A very gross place, but he was literally just climbing up the enemy, constantly spamming Shade Soul. Scruffy is headed to, oh boy, the Dung Defender next. And again, this is without any nail upgrades, just... So this is actually quite smart then. This is another reason that spells are really good. So the boss doesn't get the extra HP bonuses. I didn't even know you... What? Hello? He's dead. Okay, so you can deal damage to the Dung Defender before he actually does his thing. And he just, like, basically didn't do anything. He just got absolutely destroyed. Alright, there's a broken vessel. Fight takes a little bit to start. And then, let me think. What other ability are we missing? I mean, apparently the King's Brand is counted as equipment, but I think the Moth, the Mothwing Cloak is basically, not Mothwing Cloak, the Monarch Wings. That's their name. It's gonna be the last major movement ability. Incredible speed. Right, Shade Cloak obviously to traverse the void barriers, that's right. And immediately dashing through. And oh, never mind. So you go back straight away to fight Lost Kin. So that's gonna be interesting. And then I'm assuming he's gonna get the wings and then load back to his bench. Immediate double hit here from the Shade Soul. 3 hits during 1 jump. Now let's see if he's gonna keep those bubbles alive. Probably not. Desolate Dive getting like 3 hits. Immediately double hit again. Lost King is basically completely bullied. Another double hit. He's staggered for the 3rd time already. Using HP as a resource. The 4th stagger. This guy has like 1,600 HP or something. So it's gonna be lots of staggers. Stagger number, I think, 6 at this point. Another Desolate Dive triple hit. Trading HP there with the Lost Kin. Not getting a double hit there. 2 HP left. And that's it. Wow. So that looks like quite the technical fight. So now dashing back to the left again. I thought you only... Oh, okay. So yeah, right. He didn't actually even get the Monarch Wings. He did that entirely without the double jump. Because he's gonna get that now and then quit out of the game, I'm assuming. Right. That's going to spawn him back at the bench in the Ancient Basin. Next up is Glowing Womb, which, if I remember correctly, was literally my last charm I collected. Oh, right. So the Crossroads are already infected because the trigger for the Crossroads to be infected is the Broken Vessel. Or maybe it's actually the Monarch Wings. It's one of the two. Basically, whatever you do there. I don't know what is the exact trigger. But that means the Crossroads are infected 37 minutes into the run. Failed Champion is the next fight. 0 nail upgrades, 4 HP. This guy does double damage. So I guess don't get hit. The classic strat, don't get hit. So dashing over here, Crystal Heart into the arena. And here we go. 1, 2 hits into a Shade Soul. Basically always double hitting into Shade Soul, and there's the first stagger. Okay, getting about like 7 hits here. I'm pretty sure doing spells, I'm assuming doing spells doesn't matter because this is like damage based. The Dream Nail there, I don't know if this was to get soul or to just be cool. I'm assuming this was just a for fun strat. Taking damage here, doesn't matter though. He still has 3 masks left and he is actually using the nail quite a lot here. Even though this is only nail 1. I haven't seen a lot of spells. At the end of the day, that was still extremely fast. Is Flukeness why he destroyed that guy? Wait, does he have Flukeness equipped? I thought he didn't have Flukeness equipped. I didn't see him equip it. He always casted it in such close range that I didn't even notice that. I heard some people say in my casual playthrough that it's a pretty broken charm for reasons that I didn't quite understand yet, and I still don't quite understand, but yeah. In a previous PB. But we're fighting, I think it's Gorb, or is it Grob? Oh, so Flukenest is broken. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 shots? So I don't know why that happens, but... Okay, so never mind. That's literally what I talked about earlier. And there's Cyclone Slash. I'm not sure if it does anything for falling down or if it just looks cool, but I guess you don't actually have to get to this place by unlocking all of the stack stations. This is mostly because of no nail upgrades. Gorp has very little health right now, I see. And it looks like we're gonna be summoning the Grimm Troupe here. Now this makes sense to me, because I guess ideally... Interesting, so Cyclone Slash being faster to summon here. I'm assuming we might be taking Grimchild with us, just because it's faster to get those flames on the way, instead of making it like a fetch quest later. And I remember you do need the lantern here technically, but Scruffy's gonna be doing this blind to get Joni's blessing. A Lifeblood charm. I'm also interested to see how he's gonna be getting that other 16 Lifeblood charm later. Oh, wow, okay. Cyclone Slash being quite noticeably usable for falling there. Now, I need to remember, I think there's like 3 phases to this. I think once you get the first 3 flames, you have to do it again, then you fight the Troupe Master, and then you do it again, and then you can fight the Nightmare King. So after getting the charm again, quitting out to spawn back at the Dirtmouth bench. Apparently, okay, so Flukenest and the Grimchild. Interesting. So Scruffy has no damage or like, I mean, I guess other than Flukenest amplifiers here. So dashing all the way up and then using Crystal Hearts. Is that actually enough for you to enter? Wow. The Crystal Peak from here. I don't know if he ever actually unlocked this elevator. I don't think he did. Now it's time for Crystal Guardian. Again, the only damage amplifier at play here is Flukenest. That is ridiculous. No nail upgrades, no Shaman Stone. Just spam Flukenest close range and nail attacks. So fighting Enraged Guardian right after. Cyclone Slash therefore. Wait, what happened there? It looked like Cyclone Slash, I thought it only hits 3 times, but it sounded it hit like 5. That literally sounded like it hit like 5 times. Lots of Flukenest use. If you mash the attack button, you get more hits of Cyclone Slash. Interesting. And again, something that I didn't know. And this fight is just for a Mask Shard, which again is another percentage point to Scruffy's. Well, the full mask will be another percentage point to Scruffy's account. What is even going on? Nutty movement through that laser section here to get through to deep focus, and then just simply quit out, load back to the bench. I have no idea what the last bench was. I think it was just in Dirtmouth. It looks like it is. Now, Zero is the next boss, and I'm pretty sure that's the one in the Resting Grounds. Death Warping isn't a huge trick because it would affect Geo and Soul, right, so quitting out is usually just better. Huh? Hä? Okay, Flukenest is just the most broken charm in the game. Wait, does he even have Shaman Stone equipped right now? I don't think so. I think this is just Grimchild and Flukenest. But again, I guess this is mainly because there's no nail upgrades yet, so Zero's HP is lower. But it looked like 3 Flukenest shots. Spaced out with some single hits. Were just enough. Now, Flukenest is no longer equipped. I actually want to briefly go back to see what the change was. Flukenest out. Shaman Stone in, okay. So I guess maybe Flukenest is not as strong for the upcoming bosses, and Shaman Stone is just a better choice. I guess Flukeness is only strong when you read. I don't understand what makes Flukeness so good. If it's just about being really close to your target. And I'm assuming that maybe the other spells later are just stronger. Something like Abyss Shriek in combination with Shaman Stone. Because obviously that doesn't get buffed by Flukeness. And then another Dream Gate placement. So this is actually, as I thought, used quite a bit. Because obviously it's very fast for moving around. When there's no bench nearby. This was nothing special, right? This was just Shaman Stone and Shade Soul. And no nail upgrades maybe affecting it. We just got 2-shot. We're getting back to Grimm. We have acquired the first 3 flames. I'm pretty sure there's no fight yet. But instead the Grimm Child is leveling up. And Grimm sends us out to get 3 more flames. That's right, we haven't even acquired Howling Wraith's base version yet. It looks like that's gonna be the next goal of the run here. Followed by Nochos, which I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. There's the Howling Wraith's ability. I'm pretty sure Abyss Shriek, so when this is upgraded, is the highest damaging spell. Unless a triple hit of the Sending Dark does more. But here's the Hornet Sentinel fight. On no nail upgrades. Just with Shaman Stone. Let's see. 1 hit, on top hit into Desolate Dive. On top of her as she throws out the nail. Well, the Sending Dark to be precise. Very good spacing there, getting a Shade Soul in. Another Shade Soul double hit. The Sending Dark on top of her. Definitely looks quite scary. Back to 2 HP right now. And then the Sending Dark doing so much damage. That Hornet is just simply defeated. This didn't even look like a real boss fight. I mean, it did, but the damage output is just insane. Cyclone Slash. Falling down, and it looks like Abyss Shriek is the next target. So immediately going down to the Abyss. This was actually exactly what I did when I got the King's Brand. Oh, wow. So was this just for fun? Because I guess it takes a long time for this door to open, so you just went to the right. Don't really know what else the purpose of that would have been. I guess it just takes a long time for the door to open. And using the Howling Wraiths here, which Scruffy literally got 6 minutes ago. And immediately upgrading them to the Abyss Shriek. So there's the Shade Cloak. Cyclone Slashing down this huge area. Oh, no way. Oh my god. Jumping up there to get a more convenient way towards Ismar's Tear. Dream Nail for Soul. Getting Ismar's Tear and then immediately jumping into the poison. While the tutorial is still on screen. I guess that's that early control thing that Oatmeal just talked about. So it wasn't for Soul, but actually using the Dream Nail, which would cancel... which would basically allow the knight to move while getting that tutorial text box. It looks like we're gonna be fighting Troupe Master Grimm here. I hope the fight is not too fast, even though I'm pretty sure it will be very fast, but I really like this version of the soundtrack. Surely he's gonna bow, right? Oh. The electric guitars are already playing. Okay. Grimm currently in the process of being slaughtered. Another Abyss Shriek, 3, 4. I didn't actually know you could hit him during this balloon phase, but I guess you can. 1 HP left, charging that Cyclone Slash, triple hit, Abyss Shriek dead. Well, we got to appreciate the soundtrack for about 20 seconds, so we take those. Okay, so now we don't need Grimchild anymore until we fight the Nightmare King. So going to the grubs now. I'm not sure what he's gonna get here. I know this guy gives you 1 pale ore eventually. Right, so we get another mask fragment here. The first grub charm, which is actually a pretty useful one. I remember, at least for me, for the White Palace. Especially with Hive Blood, because you basically regenerate health. And then a ton of Geo, I guess. Is this a pale ore already? No, it's a rancid egg. Which I'm sure this run will never use. Maybe it will use it? Because why else would he pick it up? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna use it unless maybe for like some death warp. I'm not sure. Brooding Morlock next. In my opinion, maybe the worst boss in the game, other than the jellyfish. I just really don't like this fight, so I'm hoping that Scruffy is gonna absolutely obliterate it for my viewing pleasure. Let's see. Morlock is jumping down, immediate Dream Nail there. Maybe for Soul, Abyss shrieking right. Now this is what I wanted to see. Just abusing Abyss Shriek right in the corner there, completely obliterating the Morlock. Now, I know that Markov is a horrible boss that people hate. I have only fought Markov once, and I actually had Abyss Shriek at the time, and basically just spammed it a bunch and got lucky and got him first try. So I'm assuming that I'm gonna run into more issues when I refight him in the future. Yeah, Markov 1 isn't bad, but he is bad in God's Home, which I haven't actually reached yet. Again, I'm currently on Pantheon 3. I'm gonna play a little bit after watching the run. Maybe I just first... Maybe I get like... Maybe I absorb some skill from watching this run. And I just first try it. Beautiful. That Cyclone Slash is probably my favorite looking move in this run so far. Even if it's just a tiny optimization. Alright, let's see this Mantis Lords. So no nail upgrades here means they are as squishy as possible. But he does already have Abyss Shriek. Yep, there it is. Double Abyss Shriek into Pogo on the wall there. Cyclone Slash. Shade Soul, first Mantis, dead. Let's go for the double. 1, 2... What? Wait, do they have less HP than the first Mantis? Nail upgrades only affect Dream Boss HP? Are you sure? I thought it's also these guys, but maybe not. Wait, so do the double have less HP? Because this guy took like Abyss Shrieks and multiple abilities. But this Mantis on the right just died to 2 Shrieks. And dead. Climbing the wall for... Actually, maybe not for fun. He might be jumping right back up there. Yep. To get into the treasure room, I'm assuming, where you get the Mark of Pride. Scruffy got Dash Master while I looked away? Oh, okay. So I'm assuming he's probably gonna equip that at one point. Like, now. Okay. And now it's almost time for the first streamer. So this, I guess, is one of the better plans to actually collect the essence from. I'm assuming that was just enough essence to basically not care about Dreamgate usage. And the rest of the essence is probably just going to be obtained by dreams. Wow. Okay. Never mind. The Sending Dark is broken. That's actually so cool. I was so frustrated in this room. At least you get a charm notch there. So at least it makes you feel a little bit better about that suffering. Huh? Okay, so that was not intentional. Oh, okay. It wasn't intentional. Yeah. Okay, so I basically I will just do the exact same run. But don't die in Fog Canyon. Got it. And then placing a Dreamgate right outside the archives here, Teacher's Archives. Not sure why. Maybe it's an easier way to leave. He is back on 1 HP, which gives me, again, a little bit of anxiety. And he does have to wait for Quirl to show up here. Not sure if Dream Nailing here does anything. It doesn't. I was gonna say maybe it like somehow avoids these like electric things to spawn on under you, other than obviously getting soul. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I get it. Charm and Stone is broken. Yeah, not expecting anything too special here. Probably just gonna hit the Dreamer, then absorb it, and then as soon as we are done, Dream Gating away. It's so fun to watch this movement though. The combination of Cyclone Slashes. Holy, actually sniped. The combination of Cyclone Slashes and Crystal Heart and clean wall jumps is just so fun. It's probably also really fun to play. And then after Mamu, another Dream Gate out. Wow, so Scruffy Sum of Best is actually sub 3 hours. Not expecting that to ever happen. At least not before Silk Song, hopefully. But that's kind of insane. Now into Deepnest, especially into the Beast's Den to get Dreamer number 2. Alright, so I wonder if there's any tricks here for the Beast's Den itself, or if you actually just have to sit down on the bench. Yeah. That's basically what I thought. I was pretty sure there's probably some weird way to get up here. And then just damage boosting through these, probably most scary enemy in the game, and then immediately to Hera. So that's obviously much faster than actually sitting down. Wait, does Hornet... Wait, what does Hornet say there? Is she like mad at you for killing her mom? I don't remember meeting Hornet here. Why did he go here? Isn't this just to like remove the Grimm Troupe? Hornet is only here when you fought Hornet 2 before. I think I did that though. Oh no, I definitely didn't. Because I did Hera and I didn't know how to get to the last Dreamer. So I went to Kingdom's Edge, got the King's Brand, and then got the Shade Cloak. He is going to remove the Grimm Troupe. Yes, so why is that? What is the difference between the Grimm Troupe being there or not? I think I thought it can just be there. Wasn't removing Grimm Troupe skipping Nightmare King Grimm in the Pantheon? Wait, so is Nightmare King Grimm not a percentage point? Oh no, the banishment gives you the percentage point instead. Oh, I just read about this. I guess you don't need to fight Nightmare King. You only need to do the Troupe Master. Then you can banish Grimm, because you don't need the Unbreakable Charms. And the banishment gives you the percentage point, but you still need to beat the Nightmare King in Pantheon 5. But I thought he was also in Pantheon 4, but maybe he skipped in Pantheon 4 and not in 5? Oh, never mind. He's just not in Pantheon 4. Right, next up is Nosk. I actually want to see the strategies for Nosk. I'm assuming he might be standing in the corner there, left corner, and then probably just spam Shrieks when he runs over. Because the soul is full. That is a long cutscene. Shade Soul, Fluke Nest, Fluke Nest. So I guess this is another Fluke Nest boss. He's basically just hunting him down, and then whenever he's close, spamming, hitting Fluke Nest. I think he missed there, feels bad, man. Hopefully he won't die. Oh my god, this is a little bit too close. Jesus, what? There is no way. If this was actually, there's no way that this is intentional, but if it wasn't, that was just so insanely impressive. Also, do you get the payload here automatically? Oh no, the payload is to the right side here, but dude, the descending dark there to basically save his life was insane. Boom, very nice. Getting a bit of soul on the way. And this is where Markov is, I see. So this is basically what I did. Okay, it's not. Never mind. Is Shaman... Oh, again. Only, like, I guess the nail upgrades really matter. Because when I fought this guy, I think my nail was fully upgraded. And I still just spammed Abyss Shriek. But it took me like 8 of them or something. But with Shaman Stone and no nail upgrades, he just dies to 3 Shrieks. They matter a lot, yeah, I know. I guess it's like, with all of the upgrades, like almost like 400, maybe even 500 HP, I don't know, difference. So getting the dash slash first, and then still, obviously, we need quick slash anyway for the percentage point. And unfortunately, the run is all the way back to even now. At one point, Scruffy was 1 minute ahead, but still, incredible performance so far. There's quick slash. My favorite charm. Well, actually, for fun, my favorite charm combination was probably Long Nail Mark of Pride. It's just really fun. And now I want to see this fight, because this guy is actually in Pantheon 3. So I'm trying to pick up some strats right now. Let's see. So you can hit him there with spells at least. And again, this is one of the bosses where you want to use the Fluke Nest. He's still pretty tanky. And I don't want to use Fluke Nest in my Pantheon. That was still quite a long fight, despite the good setup. Again, obviously only dealing with a nail 0 still. I don't know for how long. I'm assuming all the way until all of the Dreamers are defeated, Dreamer bosses. So this is where Dream Wielder comes in really clutch. And then again, Fluke Nest time. So let's see how fast the Collector goes down. Actually, never mind. Double Abyss Shriek. Triple, quadruple. Descending Dark. Dream Wielder. Quintuple and sextuple. Abyss Shriek. Fluke Nest. Boom. This guy's pretty tanky. We're starting to kind of see our build fall off a little bit. I guess these bosses are more late game. They last much longer than the Warriors. And this is basically because, yeah, again, the Warriors scale with nail upgrades. And these guys don't. So these guys are tanky. And now we're actually going to go for our final Dreamer. And then, as I can see in the route, the nail upgrades actually happen. So that's smart. I guess Scruffy just is collecting everything first. I'm assuming. Money, Pale Ore, and then just do all upgrades at the same time. Alright, here we go. The Watcher Knight. Wait, did he actually go for the Chandelier? I guess he did. Okay, like 3 Fluke Nest shots. Literally 3 Fluke Nest shots with like 1 nail hit in between kills them. No, I think it's 2 nail hits, 3 Fluke Nest shots. Jesus. See, this would be like my one reason to do this run over any percent. There's a couple fights that seem incredibly hard in this run. Like Lost Kin kind of stands out for me. That seemed pretty technical. But anyway, there's the 3rd Dreamer. The Watcher Knight's got obliterated. Which areas has he even not been at yet? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of cleanup. But Grimm is effectively done because he's banished. White Defender. He's been Crystal Peak. He's been in the Abyss. He hasn't gotten the other charm from the Abyss yet. So finally getting those nail upgrades all at once. Which seems incredibly useful for the Pantheon, for not only the Pantheons, but especially the Colosseum. So I'm assuming that's why we can do it now. Now entering the Trial of the Warrior. Let's see how it goes. Immediately descending Dark on the first enemy. Double hit into Shade Soul to kill the next 2. Dream Nail into Shade Soul to kill the next 2. Wow, the cleanup. Incredible first phase. Cyclone Slash before the enemy can even spawn. Wow. He got a double hit on the enemy in the back there, so he also died. The enemies just spawn before they die before they spawn. Cyclone Slash here. Shade Soul here. Normal hits for this guy to get some soul back. And now, last but not least, the incredible, the almighty Zod. Let's see how this goes. Wait, is this just a timed fight? Not sure, but that was hilarious. Oh, I guess he did that so that he wouldn't get knocked around. Ah. Next up, the Trial of the Conqueror. Cyclone Slash him off the platform. So he would die to the Thorns. And actually using the Abyss Shrieks to immediately kill those kamikaze flies. I don't know the exact name. I wonder how precise soul gain and like soul routing is. So mainly hitting the first guy, but he got a ton of hits onto the second guy with Shade Soul, so that all he needed there is a couple of Abyss Shrieks. Charging Crystal Hard Dash here until all of the... oh, actually, never mind. Because you do have to pick up the Pale... Wait. His nail wasn't upgraded yet fully. Because you get 1 Pale Ore here. So this is only nail 3. Right? Kind of forgot about this. So, Colosseum, the Trial of the Fool, without the fully upgraded nail. This one is a bit tough. I'm especially interested in seeing the God Tamer strats, because that boss actually gave me some trouble. I didn't really figure it out. The difference between fighting these guys earlier to now is kind of incredible. Very nice Descending Dark. Again, to take care of all three. Basically, in this section, just maximizing the AoE of the spells. So it definitely makes sense to go for Soul Eater here. Just of how broken they are here. Now it's time for this section. I basically just spam pogos here. Doesn't seem ideal, but it was pretty nice and safe. Scruffy's basically just perfectly stalling in the air, using spells at just the right time. Oh my god, that lineup on the enemies there, absolutely beautiful. Holy, that section was so sick to watch. Wow, and those timed nail arts, that was actually incredible. Alright, God Tamer. Let's see it. Cyclone Slash, Descending Dark again, lots of hits in between. Soul onto him. And I'm pretty sure he just beat up that guy for Soul, because he was already gonna give up. That was incredible. And that was the last of the 3 trials. And he lost time here. This looked so incredible to me. Maybe some unlucky frog RNG, I'm not sure. But that was insane to watch, especially that wall jump section. Six, 6, 6, 6. All right. Wait, what did he just buy? Wait, did he just buy the compass? That's so funny. He basically beat the entire game and just got it for the percentage point. Yeah, I'm just watching 100% speedrun. Okay, I guess there is the prince. So I'm assuming the dream nail is almost gonna be fully awoken, and then I guess it's just White Palace, some cleanup, and then Pantheons. Flukeness equipped here again for the shotgun shots, and he's out of here. Pretty clean fight. And now we're jumping back up. Gonna be banishing the Grimm Troupe now, which again, I just realized also gives you that percentage point, so you don't have to fight Nightmare King Grimm here, but you do have to fight him in Pantheon 5. Boom. I've never seen this before because I have never banished Grimm, but I guess this is what it looks like. Well, to me, he just left because I beat the Nightmare King, but as soon as the banishment is done, the percent point is obtained and Scruffy can quit out again. The next up is the Ascended Seer. I'm assuming from there, Scruffy is gonna pick up the flower, go back, finish that quest. He also still has to get the actual Elegy Charm. Alright, we got the flower now, so just don't get hit. Jesus. Oh, what the hell? Jesus Christ. I was like 1 pixel from getting hit. Oh, he just casually gets that mask fragment, mask shot as he does the flower quest. Because why not? It's faster. Smiley face. Okay, you can actually pretty casually just crystal heart through here. Almost through there. God, canceling the crystal heart there in time is gonna give me a heart attack. Also, he just shades. Sharp shadowed. I mean, that's enemy. Okay, this room is... I actually basically took the exact same route though, with my flower. Literally, I think the exact same route so far. Alright, there's our another percent point. Apart from Deepnest, what is your most stress-inducing area in the game? I mean, probably just White Palace. For me, I think the worst part of White Palace was the one with the thorns that basically blocked the path where you have to dash like perfectly. For some reason, it didn't click in my brain. Alright, Traitor Lord time. I didn't have too many issues with that fight because I had the Dream Gate here, so I could just instantly regrind it. And I think it kind of clicked for me at the end. There might be a shortcut there that I wasn't aware of. Yeah. I know that runners do go for a shortcut in the White Palace. Whoa. Wait. Wait, Cloth wasn't even here. I guess you have to talk to her at like a certain point to even have her be here. That's kind of sad. Alright, there's part 1 of our Void Heart. Void Soul. Shade Void. Soul Void. I need to actually figure out what it's called. I keep saying it wrong. Void Heart. It's King Soul and Void Heart. That's what it is. Alright, it's White Palace time. Time for some movement. No Hive Blood strats like me. Interesting. I wonder why. Almost like he's gonna play it well. Pogoing of the side there. Damn, this actually seems tough. What the hell? Oh my god. He was literally a pixel away from that saw blade. And there you go. First room done. I've been talking about them like all run. Oh my god, squeezing through that saw blade. 2 pogos of the side. So if you pogo of the side of a saw blade, do you hit down or do you hit to the side? Or do you hit down but you get the hitbox on the side? I guess you have to hit down, otherwise you don't get the pogo. Wait, what? Wait, was that the intended route there? Wait. Wait, did I know about this? That's an intentional shortcut. I never found this one, I think. Honestly, no joke, this looks fun. I feel like mastering this section seems really fun. As long as you don't die, that, you know, just don't die. Oh, nice. Little jump up there through the saw blades. Crystal hard. Cancel. Double jump. Pogo. Double jump. Pogo. Wall jumps. Another shortcut. Bro. No! Oh my god. Bro. This up there is literally the section I was talking about earlier. That was my least favorite section in the entire thing. I'm molding. Well, okay. I know now. But yeah, okay. So let me see this real quick. I guess this is just what I did casually. So you just stack the lifeblood charms. And he over charms and he still goes for Dream Wielder anyway. 112%ing the game might not be for everyone. I think everyone can probably do it, but the Pantheons are probably a bit tough. Dead. Alright, we gotta Void Heart. Oh, right, and then... Wait, I think you actually have to do this escape. I'm actually interested to see this. Alright, let's see it. Jump, pogoing off the side, wall jumps, double jumps, nice pogo again. Another clean wall jump off the side. Getting all of these wall jumps off the side of the platforms to optimize the movement. Little pogo of that breakable object, jumping up again. The music is also amazing. Holy, okay, that was sick. Goodbye, brother. Is what I imagine the Hollow Knight said back then. Alright, last nail upgrade now. But here comes final nail upgrade, and surely we're not gonna kill the blacksmith here. Because that would be awful. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's go back, because here Scruffy is equipping the charms for the Pantheon. Let's see what they are. Fragile Strength, Shaman Stone, Quick Slash. Oh, interesting. Going for, what is it called? The Grub Song. So getting extra soul for taking damage, maybe some intentional damage taking. Oh, he's missing a notch, and the notch is not needed for the percentage points? Oh, I guess not. It's time for Scruffy to do Pantheon 1. Let's see this. I beat this Pantheon before myself. Here we go. 3 hits, Shriek right away. Tons of hits, really showing the power of Quick Slash, and the first Nail Master is down to his, I think it's half HP. Getting it, no, actually 2 Dream Nails in there, fully stacked up with Soul now. Shriek to hit both. Tons of double hits there with the Nail. Another amazing Shriek. Again, basically just using that hitbox to hit both. Only 1 Nail Master left, just basically going all in. Still 3 masks left. Quick fight. Pantheon 1 completed. And we got the Paint Master. I actually beat this guy first try, and I'm not happy about it. Because I don't think I figured out the fight. So when I run into him again, I might be in trouble. 4-15 for Pantheon 2. We got Sly now, who just looks so scary. Like, his moves are like, holy. Like, what is this? Okay, that looks very abusable. When he goes for the spin. Oh, it's not over. But when he goes for that Cyclone Slash, he seems very attackable. I guess he's like one last phase. He seems very attackable with the Shriek. And that's it, that's Pantheon 3, let's see. In 450. Alright, here it is. This is the real Giga shot. What I don't understand is, like, why is this guy even fighting us? Because he's not, like, infected yet. Jesus. He should be like, brother. Lots of Quick Slash hits. Very nice Ascending Dark. I saw it in the White Palace. So he's just jealous, I get it. That was pretty clean. I have no idea how this fight really plays yet, because, like I said, I'm currently at Pantheon 2. Oh. Wait, I'm getting spoiled. Oh no, never mind, I'm not getting spoiled. This is just... Wait, I am getting spoiled. I've never seen this cutscene. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna reach this today. But it's not over. Pantheon 5. And it's time. Scruffy enters the Absolute Radiance fight 1 minute and 3 seconds ahead. Let's see how he plays it. Tons of hits, immediately take some damage. Not the worst. Was able to heal up. I guess you get healed up here anyway. Unfortunate. He's getting tons of hits in, basically getting a full pool of soul right now. 3 masks though. Gets the first knockdown. Uses soul hit to heal. Not much use of spells. Platform. Phase. Begins. So many hits, making perfect work of Quick Slash. Fragile Strength combo. Not sure if that jump down here is intentional. He did end up finishing the platform phase, so he's going to the climb phase now. Oh my god, that was insanely well done. The dash against the wall there to avoid the laser. 1 Shriek, 2 Shriek, Shade Souls. And that's it. But it's the ending of the run. 10 days ago, Scruffy got the world record for 112% all Pantheon bosses, no major glitches. Insane showcase of gameplay. Minor mistakes, but an absolutely astonishing performance. And maybe one day I can finish one of these runs too. GG's, man, that was absolutely incredible. One day I'll be able to reach that point as well. But thank you so much, it was very chill to watch. But yeah, 3:06:42. I think that was the next minute barrier broken. Insane. Okay, let me set up my own game really quick. I'm just gonna, you know, try to do this real quick myself.